Thank you, dear Chair. Dear Deputy Director General of Turkish Land Registry and Cadastre, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I extend my sincere greetings to each of you as I embark on delivering this speech. I am honored to address this critical issue on a significant role of geospatial data in new reality, aligning with the theme of the conference, spatial development and new digital reality. There are two things in the name of the title of the conference. The one is spatial development. The second is about the new reality. Spatial development, without having a reliable and accurate geospatial data, cannot be achieved. That's the reason I will talk about the importance, the significance of geospatial data, and the way, the strategic pathway of collecting and managing those geospatial data. Our profession, surveying profession, is a combination of legal, economical, environmental, societal, and technological aspects. There are two important branches of our professions. These are land management and geospatial technologies, and they are complementary each other. We cannot say that I am geospatialist. I don't want to say I am the expert of land management. I am both of you as an expert, land management and geospatial technologies. Otherwise, I cannot manage the work. Surveying is a long-established profession, but it is also at the forefront of change, which also must include technological change. Although the traditional role of surveyors continue, albeit with delivery and output revolutionized, the roles are also not given in increasing challenges of climate change, disaster, wars, conflict, pandemics, and so on. The last sentence is about new reality. You say new digital reality, but it is new reality. This wording is coming into our agenda after the pandemic, COVID-19. Everything is changing. Also, our society, our roles, and our profession is also at the forefront of change. We are changing. We live in increasingly complex and interconnected world, and the expertise of geospatial profession, our profession, has never been more important. The world is changing. We are in the new reality, Technology is leading the revolution. I call this as revolution. The key word of revolution, have a common person life, is change with these technologies. There are two things. The technologies, developing advanced technologies. The other one is the common person life, your life, my life, The life, our life is changing, Digitization is already affecting business life. And geospatial technologies deeply become a default in our daily life. Have a look at those mobiles. Even those mobiles are changing our the life or way. Artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, big data are changing technologies, industries, societies, and the way we live. It is changing us, the human being. We are changing. The fourth industrial revolution is about connectivity. I am underlying. Connectivity is the magical word. Connectivity, data, especially geospatial data, will drive the fourth industrial revolution. All governments, include Kyrgyz government, both at the national and local levels, hold considerable quantities of geospatial data. This data is often not up to date, not shared, or sufficient quality of effective decision making. What we need a reliable, standard data. We are talking about geospatial data. I am not talking about spatial data. I'm talking about geospatial data. Geospatial data has been typically collected in organizational silos. Okay? Now we have to decide ourselves. Will we continue to be a data rich, but information poor society, profession, or country. That will be our decision. You know, we have to follow the technological advancement. Otherwise, we are going to be a poor country or profession in data production and usage. Geospatial information reflects the physical world in which all human economics, environmental activity takes place and provides the digital version of our world, without which a digital economy is not possible. Talking about digital economy. Geospatial information is a nation's digital currency for evidence-based decision-making, like euro, like US dollar, like Kyrgyz som or Turkish lira, you know. This is the digital currency. It is a critical component of national infrastructure and knowledge economy that contribute to economic growth, national security, sustainable social development, environmental sustainability, and national prosperity. The typical project cycle of surveying project is data acquisition, data processing, analysis, and presentation, the final result. But the things are changing right now. Have a look at one side, there's a big data. Then autonomous driving systems, artificial intelligence, expert system, cloud computing, Internet of Things, and of course, data analytics. As a synthesis of them, we are talking about the connectivity, data connectivity. This is the must in geospatial information. We can categorize the modern technologies into 4 groups. These are single points, point clouds, new technologies, and remote sensing. Total station and GNSS receiver is the 2 main devices of the single point acquisition. Laser scanners and digital cameras are the devices of the point clouds. Have a look at the detail. Stationary laser scanners, mobile laser scanners. On the camera side, unmanned laser scanners and autonomous laser scanning. And there is another type of new technologies about underground, underground measurement. It is called ground penetrating radar. You use radar and you define or detect what is underground. And the last one is remote sensing data. The remote sensing data is now with a high quality, up-to-date, freely accessible by everybody. These are the components of the modern technology. Now, I would like to give an example to realize well the issues. We are coming from the cadastre. My friend mentioned about the Turkish cadastre development. The others, the one was Slovenia. This guy is from Belarus told something about GIS-related works with the cadastres of their own countries. Now, what is cadastre? Let us make it very simple. Everybody should understand. There are 2 components. One is cadastre map, the second is land map. What is cadastre map? Cadastral survey, literally, cadastral survey and cadastre map. The technical documents, geodetic data. Without geodetic data, you cannot manage all that kind of work. And we call this geodetic framework, okay? Then surveying data, then archive. What about the land books? Contracts, digital or analog contracts, signed by electronically or by person, contracts. Inventory, we keep the inventory, and rights. What is rights? Not only rights, responsibilities, and restrictions. 3 components I am talking about. On the land, then this is land books, okay? Now we are trying to combine all the stories over there. Now, the modern technologies and usage in land administration. I'm just trying to explain the things going on land administration. In land administration system, there are 4 parameters: land survey, land data, data analytic, and application. What is connected with it? We collect data using by geodesy, GNSS systems, and traditional surveying systems and mobile device, and we call drones, unmanned devices. This is the tool also connected with it. What about data management? Big data, cloud, and blockchain, driving, forcing the data management. They are the parameter of the data management. What about the data analytics? Artificial intelligence, data sharing. We produce data for what? To use. For what? For everybody. What we do as a cadastre or geospatial expert, we have to share this data. Sharing is the most important issue. Then standards. I don't care the data without standard. I don't use such a data if there is no standard. And even you cannot use such a data without standards, And interoperability, working together. Just in the beginning, what I said, land management, land management, dealing with legal, technical, financial, and also environmental and societal point of view. We have to learn the interoperability in societal meaning, and we have to learn interoperability in standard-wise. This is the base, actually, base information. Applications, there is a human, there is a society in the center of the surveying profession, For this reason, human value is important. Efficient land management, smart cities, and customer value are the drivers of the human value. This is actually application. Now I'm turning back to connectivity, telling about drones, surveying, and geodesy, but each of the method has its own formats. These are the data formats: vector format, image format, and model format. These are the formats. It means that I'm talking about the standards. I'm talking about the formats, exchange the data, interoperability. This is the importance of produce a geospatial data. Then let's have a look at this. Data analytic. Data analytic is the marriage of data management and real-time presentation. The real-time presentation. I am talking about real-time presentation, not collecting a data in the field, come back to office, work and produce something, and produce and share. It takes a days, weeks, sometimes months, Then we have to mention about the real-time data production. This is marriage, actually. This is first industrial revolution, actually, This is the way to combine. This is the way to achieve the sustainable development goals of United Nations. If you have a look to the United Nations sustainable goals, there are 17 goals. 8 of them is directly related with geospatial data, and 5 of them indirectly related with geospatial data and land management. Okay, it means 13 over the 17 sustainable development goals related with geospatial data and land management. In other words, if we can achieve our works, our task given by the government, producing reliable geospatial data and good working land administration system, UN sustainable goals will not be achieved. This is certain. I am highlighting, we are the main player. We are the game changer in UN sustainable developments. In other words, UN Agenda 2030. Now, have a look to the data analytic. The artificial intelligence is the game changer. The most crucial issue is on that. We call this as machine learning and symbolic learning. Symbolic learning is not dealing with this. This is about remote robotics. This is about computer vision. But if you have a look at machine learning, there are two parameters. The one is statistical learning. This is speech recognition and NLP, like this ChatGPT or mobile, just translating, just speech recognition and sharing and so on. This is statistical learning, part of the artificial intelligence, machine learning. If you come to our expertise field, we talk about deep learning, neural networks, computer vision, object recognition, then classification and prediction. We predict something, we produce something using by artificial intelligence. Of course, we should talk about virtual reality and GIS. We are all talk about GIS, but let us combine virtual reality and combines, and we see what happens. And some of us, maybe in the hall, some of us talk about BIM, building information modeling. Let us combine this building information modeling with augmented reality. These are the technologies of the near future. It is coming. It is coming. Technology, what I say, changing us, even the way we live. Everything is changing and proportions change. Our profession, as I told you, at the forefront of the change. Then blockchain. Blockchain is the one of the important issue in disruptive technologies. I call disruptive technologies. This blockchain, IoT, big data, cloud, and so on, the type of disruptive technologies. Blockchain is very important, and I believe that it will be used in land registration soon. If you have a look at municipalities in the world, some of the municipalities use this blockchain technology. I am, as a academician, I have a PhD student is studying on that blockchain and land registration and so on. We are trying to develop something, but that will be the game changer. Now we talk about geospatial data. Okay, geospatial data is intangible. Let us make it tangible, you know. We have geospatial technologies, systems, and products. They are very different than each other. What is geospatial technologies we use? You know, space-based technologies, autonomous surveying technologies, robotic, NIV sensors, and remote sensing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, cloud computing, augmented reality, automated feature extraction and change detection, blockchain, crowdsourcing, etc. These are the technologies. What about the systems? GNSS, continuous operating reference stations. This is system. LiDAR, light detection and ranging. This is system. GIS, this is software and system. Drones and UAVs, these are system. Deep tows, this is new terminology. Deep tows, actually, deep ocean floor survey system and autonomous underwater vehicle, and 3D laser scanners and advanced softwares and so on. What about the product? But then what we produce? Geodetic reference framework, reliable. I mean, this is a course, network course, or geospatial reference frame. Reliable geospatial data, I am underlying this, the data must be reliable, you know, otherwise nonsense. Throw it away. 3D, 4D multi-source data, 3D cadastre, digital land registry, digital spatial, geospatial plans, urban plans, regional plans, and so on. Data dissemination, sharing the data, digital build-up and natural, digital build-up and natural environment. This is very important for ecology and economy. This is important for forestry and agriculture. This is important for balance or conflict on land. Balance or conflict, or peace or conflict. Which one you choose? Of course, peace. Of course, we choose balance. This is one of the products of the geospatial data. These are the derivatives of the geospatial data. And smart cities, BIM, and digital twins. As an end, we will create an interconnected world. In the beginning, what I said, we are living in the very complex and interconnected world. These are the keywords of the interconnected world. If there is no such an information, we just use data, we call spatial data or whatever you say, you know. Then, what are the principles? What are the strategic path means road, way, and so on, path of the geospatial data. These are the UN definition, you know, if you have a look to UN. The principle one, strategic enablement, strategic. Political and financial support required and should therefore align with the support government strategic direction. But what happened to that? There is nobody from government in the hall here, you know. The important role in such a things, economy, ecology, balance, you know, I'm giving a very huge concept, is belong to the government and also project developers, political and financial support, and should therefore align with this support government strategic direction. Government should have a strategic direction. If the government do not have such a strategic direction, forget all about what I said. All right. The principle two, transparent and accountable. All citizens, government agencies, academia, and the private sector have access to this valuable and underpinning national resource. This is the national resource. Everybody can access. If I cannot access, this is not governmental business, you know, not only governmental. I am citizen. I want to see where is my parcel. You must have an application here. Then I have to check it. I have to make some, some complicated work on it, and I want to change it. I need authentication. You know, I should have changed such a system, even by such an application. Otherwise, government say, we are doing this. Okay, what happened to you? You know, continue to do that. But as a citizen, as a private companies, as an academia, they are expecting a data from government. Without data, they cannot move on. Then reliable, accessible, when easily used. Reliable, accessible, and easily used data. That was the principle three. The four, collaboration and cooperation. They are very close to each other, those two words. Collaboration and cooperation between business, academia, civil society, and donors. Donors means the donor organization like World Bank, Islamic Bank, GIZ, and blah, blah. These are the donor organizations. If you do not have money, you have to apply them. You make a project, you know. That is the way. It means that you should have a good relation with donor, and also geospatial data must be shared also with them. The integrative solutions. How people, organizations, systems, and legal and policy structures work together. We have to work together. What I am saying, human, as me, you, Bucket Bey, or my Turkish colleague, we are the center of our society. Society is very important. Otherwise, for what we are working, you know, we are doing nice lines, drawing lines, making some queries, and so what is this good for? This is for me. This is for you. This is for society. This is for national economy. This is for the prosperity. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Then sustainable and valued. Geospatial information enhances national efficiency and productivity. The last one, leadership and commitment. Who will be the leadership? There will be a leader, you know, as an institution. Who will lead such a works? Prime Minister, National Cadastre Organization, or another organization in your country, which I do not know. There should be one institution should lead the system. We call this is leadership. This is the seventh underpinning issue. Now I'll give you a very huge, just after this figure. Now, as geospatial data or geospatial data production, geospatial data management, there is a strategic pathways. Geospatial data is anchored by 9 strategic pathways in 3 main areas of influence. As always said, governance, technology, and people. Governance, technology, and people. They are the main areas of influence. Let's have a look. This is the last slide, but everything is in it. How we produce, how we manage, how we share, why we share, and so on. All the story is in this slide. What we need, governance and institution. How will be the governance and which institution? The subparameter of that, governance model, you need. Leadership, you need. Institutional structures. Maybe the structure will change, you know, maybe it will change. And value proposition. The second, legal and policy. The legislation. We have to have a look at our legislation. Norms, policies, and guides must be prepared. Implementation and accountability for the institution. Accountability is very important. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Just room, whatever, but talk about that, what's going on. Then data production and licensing. The third one is financial. Our Deputy Director General is here. The financial issue is one of the very important issue in geospatial data production and management. Then what's your business model? You should have a business model. We shouldn't talk a lot. We have to write that. We have to say, this is our model. I am applying this model. Everything must be clear. Then partnerships and opportunities. Investments, benefits, and realizations. Partnership is important. Why? What I told you, we are dealing with forestry, tax offices, Minister of Tax, Agriculture, Minister of Environment and Urbanization, Minister of Economy. We are dealing with that, you know. It means that we have to have a partnership with the other organization. And of course, it brings us an opportunities. The fourth one, data. Fundamental data teams must be clear. Which data? How we measures? How we define the symbology and others in my on my database? And this is vision, sharing, and so on. Custodianship. What's that? There is okay here, but I don't know what's this, you know. Okay, custodianship, acquisition and management. Talking about data acquisition and data supply chain, interlinkages, data creation and delivery. Data creation is important. In Turkey, we have had, we are still have, I'm not exactly sure, data renewal project, you know. The government paid millions of dollars for that. That is data creation, you know. We produce a data 1950. Okay. Now, at that time, that part of the country was, you know, not so worthy. But now, even the square meter is very important. That's the reason we need a renovation. This is data creation. It's saying, wait, okay, I made a digitization. In the morning, our politicians say digitalization. Digitalization is a very different story. Digitization is a word we used. We digitize the cadastral map, but digitalization, bringing all the data in a, what is called, let's say, as an example, smart cities environment. This is digitalization. Now we are talking about digitalization. There are two different words, you know. Then innovation as an institution. Technological advances are affecting us. And process improvement. You have an exist process, but it is needed to improve it. We have to work on it. Then promoting innovation and creativity and bridging the digital divide. Digital divide is the most important definition here. Digital divide, actually digital steep, you know. Is it clear? Digital steep or digital divide. Have a look toward one part is very well developed. They have money. The other part of the world is poor. No money, no data, nothing. It means that there is a digital divide between the countries, between the regions, you know. We, as a surveyor at our organization, would be building up the bridge for the digital divide. And standards. Standard means is not x squared plus y squared equal to q squared. This is another story. I'm talking about legal interoperability, talking about data interoperability, talking about semantic interoperability, and talking about technical interoperability. These are the standards. These are the, if you have a look to International Standard Organization, TC 152, defines the quality model with 9 parameters. But as a survey, we say just the geometrical accuracy. If it is accurate, it is okay. It is not like that in theory. There are 9 parameters of the even technical, you know, accuracy. Then partnership, cross-sector interdisciplinary cooperation must be established. I'm talking about geospatial organization. You know, all these are duty of the organization. Industry partnership and joint ventures. Otherwise, you cannot succeed. If you sit here in Bishkek in your room, you don't see the progress, development. You know, professional workplace training. I mean, education and training. This is called capacity building and communication and engagement. Last word, a geospatially enabled nation. Geospatially enabled nation. Let's say Turkey, my country. Let's say Kyrgyzstan, your country, is one that shares, integrates, and uses a wide range of data to achieve social, economic, and environmental benefits. If you do not have a reliable geospatial data, you cannot talk about social, economic, and environmental development. This is the first. What I told you, 75% of the UN Sustainable Development Goals are dealing with geospatial data. In other words, with our profession, you know. This use and associated benefits extend across governments, business and citizens, and from national to city and small community levels. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your patience. If you have any question, I am here.